Amidst the growing spectre of security threats along the African coast, the world's attention has turned to Algeria, recognizing its pivotal role as a regional powerhouse in preventing further descent into instability. Within the hallowed halls of the United Nations, active actors are engaged in intensified discussions with the Algerian delegation. These sessions, both bilateral and multilateral, delve deep into Algeria's strategy for combating terrorism and confronting the threatening spectre of coups that loom over the African continent and, by extension, the global stage.
Terrorism has become the threat number one to peace and security in Africa. Recent developments clearly demonstrated that while this threat has substantially declined in other parts of the world, it has exponentially increased in our continent and especially in the Sahel region.
The Algerian approach based on development and security to reject violent extremism is supported by international actors as the most important and realistic method for crafting proactive solutions to stem surging terrorism. This backing becomes palpable in the outcomes of the meetings held by the Algerian Foreign Minister Ahmed Attaf at the United Nations headquarters. These meetings, notably with the American delegation, representatives of the European Union, the ECOWAS groups and the African Sahel nations, highlight a growing consensus on the Algerian approach.
Drawing from its bitter but successful experience in the fight against this scourge, Algeria firmly believes that the two-legged approach is badly needed to address both the manifestations of terrorism and its root causes in the Sahel region and beyond. Development and security responses must go on par to ensure that we collectively address the issue at hand in a global, coherent, and comprehensive manner. In this regard, Algeria has called for an international conference on the development in the Sahel, as well as for the creation of a new model of peace operations that is more fit for counter-terrorism contexts.
Algeria has always prioritized regional and international security matters. Its integrated approach revolves around fostering development, dismantling armed groups, and cutting off their sources of funding, all while shunning foreign military interventions, a factor Algeria views as exacerbating crises. Observers, in turn, see this strategy as a key to defeating terrorism in the Sahel and extricating the region's peoples from the quagmire of extremism and underdevelopment.